the topic is combination of cells, and the first thing we'll learn in the combination of cells is series combination of cells. Okay, so let's imagine that there are a number of cells with number of internal resistances like this. Now, by now, I hope you know what is internal resistance. It's basically the resistance of the battery. Okay, let's call this epsilon 1, call this R1, epsilon 2, R2, epsilon 3, R3, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what will be the equivalent resistance and equivalent potential across this? Can I draw this circuit in a similar fashion that I say it is an E, it's a potential, let's say E equivalent with the resistance R equivalent? Can I say this? Yes or no? I can say this. Safe to say. So now, since we understand such simple concepts, let us try to derive what is the entire combination of the cells in a series resistance, like we put it in some appliance. Okay, so you will see a number of cells across circuits. So how do we simplify that? By the way, when you go to first year engineering, there's a topic called source transformation. And in source transformation, you will learn the concept of converting cells like this into current sources. This is what? Potential, batteries. You can even convert this into current sources, and it becomes much more easier to solve a very complicated circuit. But before that, we have to understand concepts like this, simple concepts. So if I have to find out the equivalent potential and the resistance, okay, the way to do that is first to take a resistor and connect it across this branch, and let's say this branch has a resistor called R. You define the current to be in any direction. Let me say it is in this direction, doesn't matter. So if I try to write the equation for this, how can I write it? Can anyone tell me? Let's start from this. What would be? Minus I times R, then it will be minus what? I times, calculate the number of resistances. By the way, this is going to infinite, so I can say it is R1 plus R2 and so on till Rn. Yes or no? I can say that.
Yes, sir.
Finally what I get? Plus epsilon, but what I will get? Epsilon 1.
So till epsilon n.
Epsilon n, exactly, till epsilon n. Okay, so how can I write this equation in short? That is the reason that we use the simplified version of it, which is basically an epsilon equivalent and a resistor which is equivalent, and we'll connect this also across a resistor, say R. So in this case, if we have to find out what is the expression, what do we get? We will get minus I times R. Of course, take the direction of the current to be in the same direction we had taken previously, minus IR, then minus I times R equivalent, and then we'll get plus epsilon equivalent equals 0. So right now, if you look at both these equations, okay, if you look at both these equations and compare them, can I say that R equivalent is basically R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus so on till Rn? Can I say? Okay. Similarly, can I say that epsilon equivalent here, which is the potential across the circuit, entire total potential, is basically the addition of all the potentials in the circuit in this fashion, epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 and so on till epsilon n? Can I say that? Okay. So what we are coming up to, what we come up to is basically a simple expression in series configuration that, okay, that E equivalent or the potential difference equivalent is basically simply n times epsilon. Can I say n times epsilon? Okay, for identical, this is only for identical cells. If all the potential differences for say 5 volts, 5 volts, 5 volts and so on, can I say it is n times 5 volts? Yes or no? Similarly, can I
Yes,
say
sir.
I say that R equivalent also will be N times R for, of course, identical resistances. Okay, identical resistances. So I see. So you have to understand that if the potential in a circuit is in this configuration and they are all identical with their internal resistances also equally identical, then we can say that the total equivalent potential and the total equivalent resistance can be in the form of N times epsilon and N times the internal resistance respectively. If it is not, then you have to simply compare. If it is not identical, simply compare these two equations. You will understand that R equivalent is R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on, and E equivalent is what? Epsilon 1, epsilon 2 till epsilon n. So I will write it. R equivalent will come out to, for non-identical cases, it will be R1 plus R2 and so on till Rn, and epsilon equivalent will be, of course, epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 and so on till epsilon n. For everyone, is this clear? This is a small topic, epsilon till epsilon n. Okay. So now, if we know this much, if we know this, looking at the circuit, can I find out what the current is going to be? Can anyone tell me what the current will be if suppose I am talking about identical cells and identical resistances? Then tell me what will be the current. Can anyone tell me? I is equal to V by R. So what is V over here? V is basically E equivalent. And in case of identical cells, can I write N epsilon? Can I write N times that equivalent potential upon? Can I write the resistance plus the resistor which we connected here? Yes or no? Can I say that? So I can put N times small r plus capital R. So when, and this N times R and capital R are basically because they are all in series together. Okay, they are not parallel. So we get the current to be having an expression which is N times epsilon upon N times small r, that is the internal resistance, plus capital R, which basically can be a load resistance. So in this case, we find out two solutions for this expression. Two solutions for this expression. That is, if I say that the resistance which I have connected here, let's suppose it is some load resistance, some appliance which is having some load resistance. In that case, if I say that this load resistance capital R is very, very large in magnitude than the internal resistance of the battery, can I neglect this small r over here? Can I neglect that small r? So in that case, what will be my current? In that case, what will be my current? Can you all tell me? Okay, it will be I is equal to what? N epsilon upon R only.
Epsilon upon R.
Yeah, I'll write here the general form, that is N
Sir,
epsilon.
but even if the
Yes.
value of R is small, still there are n
Yes.
number of R resistors. So still the
Yeah.
value will be greater, no?
See, you're right. But if suppose this is some, imagine this is that 1.5 volt battery and you connected a fridge over it. Now you tell me, will that resistance be having a large difference? Yes or no? Yes or no? You connect some big load over here, big resistor over here. Some resistor which is having a value of infinity. So in that case, can I neglect
Yes,
the
sir.
internal? Yeah, in that case. So we are looking at ideal cases. Okay, we are looking at ideal cases. So it is just a matter of, this is a general expression, by the way. Okay, ideal case. So in this case, R,
Sir.
capital R. No, yes. Tell me.
So what is the term epsilon there?
Epsilon is basically, I have taken it to be the potential across each battery. Epsilon 1, epsilon 2, epsilon. You can take V1, V2, V3 also.
Okay.
I
Sir.
took epsilon 1, epsilon 2, epsilon. Okay, clear? Now, second solution to this very general expression is the opposite, contrary to this. What will be the contrary? That the internal resistor of the battery is much greater than the load resistor. Just imagine if you put, say, suppose a conductor only here. You put an aluminum conductor, or you left it blank, such that you are counting this resistor to be basically the resistance of this wire only. Of course, that will be smaller than the internal resistances of the batteries which you have connected. Okay, or just imagine that this resistor is smaller than the internal resistances. In that case, can I write this general expression I is equal to N times epsilon upon, what can I write? Can I write N times R? So in that case, both
NR.
N and N
So
get
the epsilon by
Yeah.
R.
epsilon by R. So these cases are important, although they are simple. Yes, of course they are simple. But we have to imagine that this N also gets cancelled. And in that end, we get epsilon upon R. So these two cases are important. One is I is equal to N times epsilon upon R, and one is I is equal to epsilon upon R. Okay? Is that understood, everyone? We'll do one small
Yes, sir.
sum. We'll do one small sum. Let's say that there is one circuit, and in that circuit, I am taking n number of potential batteries. Okay, I'm taking n number of batteries. The battery has a potential epsilon and has a internal resistance small r, just like the previous case. But what I do is I will take one cell and I connect the polarity of that one cell in the opposite way. I connect that polarity in the opposite way. So can you tell me what epsilon equivalent of that circuit will be? Of course, I'm talking about series configuration here. We have not yet touched the series parallel combination. So can you tell me the approach? Question is simple. There are n identical cells. They are all connected in series. Okay, each cell is having epsilon as the potential, small r as the resistance, and one of the cell I have myself removed it and I have connected it in opposite polarity. Okay, I have taken one potential and I just reversed it in the entire circuit. Then what can be my general expression for E equivalent? Can you tell
N
me the
minus 2
approach?
epsilon.
Someone said n minus 2 epsilon. Anyone else? Why not n minus 1 epsilon? Okay, you don't answer. Anyone else?
Sir, maybe it is n minus 1 epsilon.
Okay, maybe it is n minus 1. Anyone else? Your answers are very well welcome. Okay, all of your answers are welcome. Wrong answers, right answers, nothing to be judged here. Everyone is having equal amount of strategies, and you just have to train yourself to come up to a point. Just imagine. Okay, so I am taking a potential, I take a resistor, I take another potential resistor, like that n times I do it. Let's do another one. Just for the matter of understanding. And I say this is epsilon 1. This is, of course, this is epsilon and r. I told you it's identical, so I will take epsilon, 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 and over here r, 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 and r. So in that case, can you see that E equivalent in this case, without changing the polarity, the general expression, what did I find? In the previous thing I found out E equivalent was what? N times epsilon. Yes or no?
N times
And
epsilon.
yes, and R equivalent was N times R. Okay,
N times
this
R.
is what, yes. But now, if I take this battery away right here and I change the polarity of it in such a way that this is plus and this is minus, what can you observe here? Can you observe something? Can you observe if I change that polarity right here? What is the effect of that battery with the neighboring cell? Are these both cancelling each other? Of course, they're identical cells. So are they cancelling each other?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, can I say that this becomes n minus
Sir,
n
but
minus
similarly,
yes?
it would cancel the other one also, no, on the left hand side.
Why will it cancel? The positive of this is over here, negative is over here. I reverse the polarity now. Can you see? I reverse the polarity of this. So in that case, these two cells are neutralizing each other. They are cancelling each other's potential. Okay, they are cancelling each other's potential. Fine. Okay, look at it this way. Look at it this way. Let's say that both of these are 5 volts. Let's say this is 5 and this is 5. If I connect here, look here. If I connect a battery here like this and I connect a battery here like this, 5 and 5, of course, it is, what is the total potential going to be? 10 volts. But now, if I take this and I change it like this, then what is the total potential? 0. Yes or no?
0. Yes, sir.
0. So in this case, this becomes 0. So how many batteries
Sir,
did I lose out of n cells?
Sir, but now the example which you showed in which the voltage came to be 0, there only 2 resistors were there. But here one more resistor is also there. No, wait.
Where? No, forget the resistor. You don't take the resistor. I'm only talking about the potential here now. I'm only talking about the potential. Don't confuse like that. Don't confuse. So you can see both the potentials are basically what they are doing. They're cancelling off each other. So out of n number of cells, 2 cells are being neutralized. So I write n minus 2 times epsilon. Is that clear? You still have a doubt?
Yes, sir.
What is the doubt?
Sir, as you said that it is cancelling the battery when we reverse it. Similarly, there is
Yeah.
also one more battery on its other side. Why does it not have any effect on it?
Why does not it have any effect on it? Okay, let's take 3 batteries now. Let's say this is 5 volts, this is 5 volts, and this is 5 volts. Okay, so wait for 1 minute. Okay, let's say this is 5, and I said this is 5, and this is 5. Now you tell me what is going to be the total potential here. Both of these are opposite. This is going to be 0. Remaining potential is only going to be 5 volts. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Okay. So at least you've asked a doubt. You solved it. Now at least you're able to understand. Fine. So next. So if everyone has got it, 2 cells neutralizing n minus 2 epsilon. That is the reason minus 2 comes over here. And for R equivalent, can you see n number of resistors? So of course, your resistors are not going to cancel each other, and so you will have R equivalent to be n times R itself. So this is one, and this is your second equation. These are 2 simple equations for you to understand a simple concept, that is potential in series. Let's come to a different topic, that is potential in parallel. Okay, potentials and basically they are internal resistors in parallel. Okay, so see, we take one potential, we take a resistor. We take one potential again, we take a resistor. Another potential, and how many times can I take this? N times, of course. So in this case, let's say that this is epsilon 1, this is epsilon 2, epsilon 3, whatever you want to take, V1, V2, V3, doesn't matter. R1, R2, R3, where R1, R2, R3 are basically internal resistances. Okay, and this can go till what point? This can go till epsilon n times and epsilon n times and R n times. Okay, so now similar way of solving, it is a similar concept to find out, okay, the equivalent to find out the equivalent potential and the equivalent resistor. What will we do? We will just, I will remove this part. Okay, just remove this part because no space on my board. But you imagine there are n times epsilon and n times R. So in that case, can I say to find out the equivalent potential, I will just connect a resistor here, just like the previous sum. Some load resistor I connected it R, no problem. Okay, so if I connect it like this, can you tell me what is going to be my first expression if I consider 3 parts? So I say this is path number 1, this is path 2, and this is path 3. And of course there are n paths. So right now, only look at path number 1. Let's say the current is flowing in this direction, I. Okay, and it is only, we are only considering path number 1. So tell me the expression. Can you all tell me now what is going to be my expression? It will be I times capital R Yes or no? Minus
Yes,
I
sir.
times capital R minus I times, okay, here it will
Capital
be I
minus
or
I
it will be,
times R1.
no, wrong. See, what is wrong here? We consider I itself. When I am talking about parallel, is I getting distributed? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I1,
Yes, sir.
I1, I2, I3. Okay, so now we will say I1 when we came here. I1, R1. And what will happen over here? Plus epsilon. And which epsilon it is? Epsilon 1 equals to 0. So, if you got this expression, simply divided by R1. What will we get? Minus I times R upon R1 minus I1 times R1 upon R1 gets cancelled plus epsilon 1 upon R1 equals 0. This is our first expression. Similarly, let's talk about path number 2. What will be the expression for path number 2? Can I say it is minus I times R and then minus
Minus
I2
I2
times
R2
R2 plus
plus E2
epsilon 2
epsilon 2.
equal to 0. Similarly, divided by R2, what will you get? Minus I times R upon small r2 minus I2 plus epsilon 2 upon R2 equal to 0. Similarly, take path number 3. Okay, I will say this is second equation. What is my third equation going to be? My third equation will be minus I times, can I say like that? If I continuously go on, can I say that minus I times R upon Rn times minus I2, okay, minus In, sorry, plus epsilon naught, epsilon n upon Rn will be equal to 0. If I just consider n number of paths, will I get this equation in the end? Yes or no? Let's consider this to be my third equation. Let's consider this to be the third equation. So in that case, if I add the first equation, the second equation, and the third equation, what will I get? If I add it, can I write over here? Can I rub this? Can I rub this picture over here? You can imagine this
Yes,
picture.
sir.
For now, just imagine this picture. Keep in your mind. So can I add all these expressions and say minus I times R is going to be there, but in the bracket, can I say 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon Rn? So in that way, I will say 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Similarly, till 1 upon Rn. Okay, then what I get? I will get minus I times. Can I say it is going to be minus I here? Can I say it's going to be minus I here because we are adding minus I1, minus I2, minus In. All of this will turn out to be what? Finally, it will turn out to be the total current I. So I will write minus I. And if you look at the third expression, epsilon 1 upon R1, epsilon 2 upon R2, epsilon n upon Rn. So I can say it is going to be equal to epsilon. I'll write it in a bracket, epsilon 1 upon R1, epsilon 2 upon R2, and so on till epsilon n upon Rn. This is going to be my general expression. This is going to be my general expression. Now, since we have found out the general expression for this, okay, let's find out the general diagram for the parallel combination. What will the general combination of my general diagram of my parallel combination look like? It will be again similar like this, epsilon equivalent with some R equivalent and some resistor capital R. Yes or no? Even if I take out the parallel resistances, I'll get some R equivalent. I'll get some epsilon equivalent. And of course, I'll get some capital R over here. So in this case, can you tell me the expression if I consider I like this? What will I get again? Minus I times R. And then I will get minus I times R equivalent. And then I will get plus epsilon equivalent equals 0. So will I get this? So now we have got a general expression for a parallel combination and we have got a general expression for a simplified diagram. If we compare both of this, can I say, look at this equation. If you compare it, can you see something? Can you tell me what is going to what is the result going to be? Can you see that R equivalent here Okay, of course, yeah, we forgot one step. You have to divide this equation by R equivalent, just like we divided earlier. What will we get? Minus I times R upon R equivalent. Yes or no? Minus I plus epsilon equivalent upon R equivalent equals 0. Okay. So if I have this equation here, compare it with this general expression. Can I say that 1 upon R equivalent is basically 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon Rn? Yes or no? Can I say that comparing these two equations?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if you look at, forget this now, this current, we have nothing to do right now with this. Look at this. If you compare it, you're not getting anything. But if you compare epsilon equivalent upon R equivalent, what are we getting? Epsilon 1 upon R1 plus epsilon 2 upon R2 till epsilon n upon Rn. So can I say that I am basically getting 1 upon R equivalent to be equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 and so on and so forth till 1 upon Rn. And okay, this is of course different. And then I'm saying that epsilon equivalent upon R equivalent. Look here, there's a catch here. There is a catch here. Epsilon equivalent upon R equivalent equals to epsilon 1 upon R1 plus epsilon 2 upon R2 plus epsilon, of course, still epsilon n upon Rn. So look here. Can you see what is this? This is R equivalent. Can I take R equivalent there? Can I do that? Can I say epsilon equivalent? This is continuation of this. Epsilon 1 upon R1 and so on till epsilon n upon Rn into R equivalent. Can I do this? Can I do
Yes,
this?
sir.
But isn't this the same? Isn't this similar to, since you all are not able to see more ahead of the camera? Yeah, finally it's come. Can I say this R equivalent can be written similar to this fashion, 1 upon R equivalent? Can I say that? It's quite the same. If I take reciprocal, I'll get there only. If I take reciprocal also, I'll get R equivalent to be here only. I return it here. But what is 1 upon R equivalent? What is 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 up till 1 upon Rn? Continue that, you will get what? Epsilon 1 upon R1 plus epsilon 2 upon R2, so on and so forth, upon what you will get? 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 and so on till 1 upon Rn. Can you imagine this factor? Are you able to understand? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Is someone asking me a doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So we got this. Okay. Absolutely. We got this expression. So from this expression, if I say that all my potentials in the circuit are equivalent and all my resistors are also equivalent. So can I come up to a general expression for this? Can I say that it is going to be n times epsilon upon R into, since this is what? Let's assume it. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, so since I'll just rub the board, I'll just write the general expression. So my general expressions are epsilon equivalent equal to epsilon 1 upon R1 plus epsilon 2 upon R2 plus epsilon, so on till epsilon n upon Rn upon 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2, so until 1 upon Rn. If I have got this, and finally I say that epsilon are all identical, then of course I can write that as, okay, and also I tell that R is also identical. Can I write epsilon equivalent is going to be n times epsilon upon R upon, how will we write? If two resistors are in parallel, can we say it is R by 2? If three resistors are in parallel, can I say it is R by 3? If n resistors are in parallel, can I say it is R by n? So, but it is 1 upon R here. So I will write the reciprocal of it, n upon R. So in this case, you can see n gets cancelled, r gets cancelled, r gets cancelled. What is the end result? So your epsilon equivalent is basically equal to epsilon. This is only in case of identical cells. I have written here the condition. Don't mistake me. If it is not identical, this is the equation. If it is identical, this is the solution. This will be your solution. And if we now know, if we now finally know that what is R equivalent going to be 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 till 1 upon Rn, and epsilon equivalent is basically just epsilon, then what is current here? Can you tell me? Current will be what? V by R. So what is V? Epsilon. What is R equivalent? Of course, it is
R
this.
plus
What do you
R by N.
Yes, it is going to be capital R. Okay, it is going to be capital R plus R by N. Why? Because I had taken what? You remember the circuit before? Everyone, I had taken a load resistor in capital. Yes or
sir.
no? So we have to consider that also, no? This capital R also has to be considered. So in this case, I can say it is going to be, of course, this R equivalent, what we got? It's going to be R by N. Yes or no? Resistors in parallel. If you find out the equivalent resistance, is going to be R by N, of course. So R by N plus this R by N is in series with capital R. This will be my current. This will be my current. All clear, everyone? Now, again, this is the general solution. This is the general solution. Do we still have time? How much time do we have? Please remind me about the attendance.
The 4 minutes are there.
4 minutes are there. Okay. I will just finish this topic and we'll end it here. So, if you can see this general expression, just like the previous sum, just like the previous derivation, I said that if your capital R is greater than the internal resistance small r, so can I say I is what? Odd I will be here. Can you tell me what is I going to be? Simply epsilon upon capital R. Yes or no? Small r is
Yes,
neglected.
sir.
And if R is greater than capital R, what will it be? It will be I. Okay. Epsilon upon R by N. But if you write it solving, you will get N epsilon by R. You will get N epsilon by R. Is this understood, everyone? These were two general expressions for combination of cells. And since there's hardly any time, we will end the lesson here. I will take your attendance right now. Please give me a minute.